Welcome back. Welcome back to Trading News. Today is 23rd July, Wednesday. Today we had a great day, uh, but also we had an SL as well. So we'll review that as well. Not an SL. I'll show you what that is. It's the trade that I did, so it doesn't matter to you. Speak it. So let me share you my screen and let's just start. Yep. Uh, yeah. Expected move. Yesterday we were trying to sell from here and it gave closing above here and we say ki, yeah, you'll come another day, and after that we had this liquidity come move. So in ascent session again, same move which happened the day before, this one, same kind of move that is. So if you have done that move, you could have captured very much till these levels, at least these levels, 400 level. We were discussing the 400 level yesterday, so that you would easily be captured. But worry not. We already have 417 ka buying that we did. It was a live stream level, if you remember it or not. Yesterday also I was talking about this level. If it comes to this level, at least yeah, until this market structure 140, 150 pips. So that was the one trade that we did, and which was the RR was very high. If you see the RR, because these are the order blocks and the closings are there. That is why I kept a tight stop loss, which is 20, 30 pips. 25 pips, only 25 pips. And see, after this candle only, I knew this we are going to hit higher targets. But this move was a little unprecedented. But after that, after this market structure and the lower time frame, gave us this move, which took our target. Target is still 31. 31 pay was our target. 31.5, 31.5, 131, 40 pips around that we did. So after that, we were interested in selling. So I sold actually, because this was a selling level, high time frame share, 1 hour pair. I'll show you what it was. So this would be become a market structure, and uh, which is also a selling level, the daily time frame. So I expected a double top. So I was thinking from here only, because if it wants to come down, this is the area where it could come down, because above this level, I told you there's nothing there between here and 500. So very, very less resistance levels. So this is the level I know where it come from, but the selling that this selling we were in, which we taken out at the entry only. So why this was not feasible was the closing was happening and it was consolidating market. So after this move, only after liquidity can we do that, and we did. I mean, if anyone you seen this at that 545 pair, you would have easily done this, because 5 minute pair, it's a good candle, good indication. See, this is the engulfing candle in 5 minutes, right? Which is a great indications. This here you would have entered, which is the market structure level also, right? That is the best thing that you could have done, but it was there. If you are awake at that time, you could have done that. Very easy trick. So uh, daily पे आता है. Daily का analysis let's do. Already knew this, that so that is why I told you that the buffer will be higher, because it is the daily time frame. That is why we have this buffer. But the see closing didn't happen above this level. If that happens, then it will become a buying level. As I told you, same thing happened. We should have kept our, but we went. I told you now that entry was not that good. That is what happened. Nothing more that we didn't predict. Right. So that being said, the market structure working really well. Which is going to be next buying level. I think this would be it. 360 ka level. 360 or 75, 375 also the scalp is there that we have already put it here if you can see. So that could happen. And yeah, 365 also we can try buying. That would be a greater level to buy from. Or 350. 350 also will be a greater level to buy. Right. Yeah, you could see a head and shoulders. Could definitely say head and shoulders. And maybe gold can go selling from here also. That is a quite possibility if DXY is recovering itself. That could be a very real possibility that gold could go selling from here. And as I told you, selling will happen very, dumping will be happening very fast. So yeah, we'll see a lot of levels to the downside. Let's see what happens because I felt the selling was strong because our level was breached. There was no green candle at that moment. So 1 minute also there was no green candle. So that was a little. I mean, uh, it was a little like a breach that happened, and it was very fast. And the level where it got sold from, and it happened suddenly. So I'm thinking maybe somebody sold who was holding a higher quantity. That is what could have happened. But overall pay, we are also buying here. But daily pay, let me tell you. The next buying can be that 76 or 50. These are three levels. So this is the level where we can buy from. And that will might be a scalp if closings of this is very low and all. You'll understand how this candle forms. So today a candle just below this now, which is 383K below, then it would be a problem. Sorry for that. Yeah, closing below 83 is not what we're looking for. If it happens, then it's the normal again. If it doesn't happen and it gives bullish move to us, then we can actually hope for closing above this level, 436 level, and then actually tomorrow there is high news also. There's a lot of news that's going to be there, so a lot of volume will be there. So a bigger candle can be expected for tomorrow. Uh, which side? It's still undecided. If it closes below this, probably towards the downside, and it tests this level. I mean, it will towards the downside, it will find some liquidity. There is no liquidity until here. Mm, so if it wants liquidity, it should come down a lot. Mm, 3050 was our best level, no? We have, yep, 3050 was our the best level that we could buy from. And from here, I think we can breach this level. There is a liquidity here as well. Let's see. I mean, will the market come down? I mean, it should come down. It, I think it will come down. See, what I think about gold at this point is going to all-time highs is a very different thing. It happens rarely at this time of the quarter. So I'm thinking maybe gold is going to selling from here only, which is a great level from which is a great market structure level. See, it's a perfect market structure level. It's forming a good candle from there. So we should really depend upon the selling. We'll see, we'll understand it. So DXY, if DXY is with us, then we can probably see selling till yeah 3050. 3050 is definitely possible. which is 5,000 pips, no? No, 5,000. It's 4,000 pips from the current, which is not very difficult for gold. See, it used to do these kind of candles. So I think three, four candles of this kind will just take it to this one, which could happen when its gold is in a selling mode. And it will happen very fast. Whenever gold is selling, selling happens very fast. We discussed this also. This selling I showed you. This selling I showed you. So selling will be very fast, but the buying will be very slow. Because fundamentally gold is bullish. That is what we'll try. So 350 would be the best level to take a scalp or even look for the higher highs. But if gold is really bearish, then we should actually look for 50% of whatever it fell from. And I think we should sell from there, and it would be the best trade that we'll do. So that is the analogy that I'm looking for. And by the look of what's happening, this is actually 4 hour curve that we was buying. I told you to buy at 385, which is why I told that was this is a significant order block in 4 hour level. So it was breaching all the levels in 50 minutes and all. But 4 hour pay, I think we can take a risk. At least we can be risk free. That was my intuition. So that is why I told you to buy from 385. 385 was the level, yes. 385 per market structure is also there. I told you to buy from there. At least we'll have a 4 hour uh, green candle at least. If we don't have that, if it closes below this, I mean it didn't close below this. This candle didn't close below this. That means it definitely will form a green candle as you can see. But how much big it will be, that's a little different. But I think it will go from selling from here only 400. 400 ka level, which we try to sell from. I think it will go selling from there. Uh, if this 4 hours is a green candle. So actually, I've put a selling order here also. I'll show you that. There is a 1 minute pair is auto block there. So we'll sell from here. But currently we are in this buy, which is what 385. We're up 40 pips, stop loss of 40 pips, 40, 50 pips we have. So yeah, this stop loss I put after the liquidity sweep happened. So this is the liquidity sweep. Liquidity of these levels has been captured, but it still is not able to rise that much. It's showing that I mean, it's not that very bullish. So I think selling pressure is coming to us. This, whatever whatever green candle is going to form, whatever pullback it's going to give, it's mostly based on to reach this level to get sold from. That is the only thing that it could do. So that is our intuition, and we are trying to look that to it. So 400 is my best selling level. So after that, I'll try to buy from here, which is 66k, 66k buy, which is a good buy. You discuss this. So this buy I'll try. Then 75 I will scalp a little bit of scalping is 75. Then yeah, looking bearish. Gold is looking bearish. This sell now we can actually hold for a little bit. When this sell from here, this sell the targets could be here or could be 75. Yeah, could be 75. This selling whatever this 90 400 ka selling 75 could be a target, which is 250 pips. So that is something that's achievable, right? Okay. I mean, look, everything is looking bearish to me, and it is a market structure at daily level पे. So if DXY is with us, so DXY is a 4 hour time frame. It's falling, even though DXY is falling, gold is also falling because I think gold is bearish. Gold has turned bearish after that level. So it doesn't. I don't think it wants to breach those levels. Now this 3,500 level, don't want to touch now. I think it will go to 3,000, 3,050 ka level, which we were talking about, and then it will rise from there. And 3,050 say we'll buy, we will invest at a higher quantity. Then at the end of the year, or by by the start of the next year, we probably will break that level, which is by fourth quarter starting by the fourth quarter middle pair, gold it will become bullish again, very bullish again. It will be bullish throughout the year, but very bullish again at the end, which we can capture a lot of pips, and yeah, that movie will be clean. So investing would be a very good idea if we are doing it at 3050 level. So that would be my advice. Uh, until then, we will focus on selling and pullbacks, yeah, which both we can do, which we are levels are already marked. There are a lot of levels in the downside that we can actually do. Below this, have a lot of levels. So it will consolidate the whole year. I probably think what will happen is it will consolidate below these levels, and after taking a 350 3050 ka support, we will also try to come up, and it will fail, it will come up, it will fail. So a lot of things will happening, and by the year end we'll have a new all-time high, which will be around 3600, 700. So next year pay it should show gold is increasing every year, no? So for next year it should show that yeah, I've actually made some progress. Gold every year returns around 17 to 20%. So to show that percentage, it still have to rise. So at the end, you'll see that move. Very interesting. It will be very interesting quarters from here on. A lot of pullbacks we can capture. I mean, this move is this higher time frames where you can see the lower time frames where this is a clean buying and clean selling. But higher time frames, if you see, that is like a liquidity moves. It is like a liquidity trying to a thing which is trying to take liquidity, and market structure पे it took that liquidity, and yeah, that's actually better selling that we could have captured. 400 तक तो I told you, which is 300 pips. After this liquid, I told you yesterday only in the streams, I told you if you see that happening after liquidity, a good candle, then you can hold till 400. 400 pay will start buying. So, but 400 pay also, there was no candles, no 5 minute correct green candle happening. So that is why we couldn't buy because there was a really clean move there. So 1 hour pay, uh, yeah, 1 hour pay. If you ask me what levels are breached, nothing. No levels breached at the one level. 1 hour level, if you ask me. Just this level is being a significant order block level. This is the last buying level left here, and we come to this, and we'll have a 75 ka scalp. Will have a little bit scalp. Then we'll have this, which is a little bit more, little bit better buying level, right? Yeah, I think this would be a better buying level, 360 ka level, 360 to 366. We'll find the candles and we'll see what we can do about it. Uh, 356 is there only. So I think it being so bearish, it might test both the levels at the same time. We'll have another dump and it will test that at the same time. So we might just have to buy from here. Okay, we'll see. But this will be 43 will be a good buying level also, right? So a lot of buying scalps that could be done. Okay. But only after confirmation. We can't see what happened here. Yesterday also we faced this selling pay we faced that no confirmation, then it's going it was a clean move. It was going clearly upside, and no, it was closing above the levels. Right, this level, right? It closed above this. That could happen. So we should also incorporate that, saying that key this is of doing after 5 minute green or 5 minute red. That is how we should approach. Okay. So 1 hour pay will do the analysis. It will be clearer for you guys. So 1 hour pay, sorry, 15 minutes pay will do analysis. So this was the trade that could have been taken. And this trade actually, where was our TP for this trade? Oh, this was another. Sorry, this is this one. Okay, cool. This is Fibonacci. I'm saying 60% level. It's coming around here, which was breached. Okay, so nothing to worry about that one. A lot of support forming around here because for this 4 hour candle, which is currently we are currently in, that should be green. So for it to be green, what the buyer should do is keep buying it if it comes back. Though it is bearish, gold has turned bearish a lot, but to show that it has satisfied this level in the 4 hour time frame, I should dance around a little bit, and we're trying to capture this at least till this, which is 399 ka level, which is 150 pips, easy 150 pips that we could capture because we are also risk free. So that can give us a little bit more boost, right? Get my point. Mm, yeah, I think. Sorry. What happened? Okay, wait. Yeah. Okay, so that is what I'm trying to tell you. And this was actually expected, man. So after this closing, so I close the stream around here after above this level. So I told you ki let's wait because no confirmation and no selling. So we were out of the selling, but we it gave a engulfing candle. Still, it stayed there. It stayed there. It closed above. But I told you to sell at 30 to have a little scalps and all. So 27 tak we could have scalped. But the main thing happened after this. After this liquidity, liquid का sweep जो किया है ना इसने. I think that's done a liquidity sweep here also. That was 38 was the level, no? Mhm. Has not done it, but it has covered the fair value gap, which is interesting. Which is interesting. Why I'm saying interesting because that is the last level where it didn't cover the fair value gap in 1 hour time frame. So that is the last thing that it could do. It could tell us before going into selling. See, I'm going to selling. My buying the bullish run is over. So I need to cover the gaps whatever I form. So this fair value gap cover happened with that candle and it went into selling. So that could be a really good indication for us to go into selling, right? Because it moved 400 more than 500 pips today towards the downside. If you think about it, 438 say it went to 80, 80 438 to 88 is 500 pips. No, no, 78 is 438 to 388 is how many pips? You just see it here only. 500 pips only, no? That is what I'm saying. 500 pips. Right. It moved 500 pips today to get sold from that level, which we marked. So double top is, we have double top and market structure also. I mean, after this, it's quite understandable that will happen, no? And it is this, yeah, from our level, from the level that we marked, which was it? 17 ka level. I told you guys yesterday. Buy from this level. And actually, in the Telegram also, I told you in the morning that buy from here. So yeah, 130 pips. It actually gave a lot more than that. 160 pips it gave, but our selling level was there, so 130 pips. I actually put it 150, 130 pips. Yeah. So that was it. And there's market structure. See, market structure is still why still it is quoted. We can buy from it. We can. This is the market structure trade only, but this is a reverse market structure. We get closed above this level. Right. So market structure is still working. So this is also a market structure trade if you could have taken that. And selling the market structure. See how many market structures are forming, man. Come on. This selling I didn't take because I'm already selling from here, but you could have taken this selling. Right. Because one day pay, it's falling from a market structure level. It is correct. It's definitely possible that lower time frames also follow it. Actually, another selling that I did was the 50% car. Yes. I think you can see this. So this 50% I marked, and it was trying to see this happy. There was no liquidity sweep. See, no liquidity sweep. So below this level, there is no liquidity. It didn't take liquidity. It just tested that level and went. So this is a very good indication to sell, right? People might be waiting here to sell, right? But we already know that 50% is a good level in gold, and this is actually a market structure level also at this point, which has satisfied above. It can be satisfied below also. So when it closed down, it will become the bearish market structure. And actually, it's a very good selling that you could have captured. I mean, it was very fast, so I couldn't tell you guys, but I was waiting for this level, 419, and I sold it. I sold it till here. Actually, I sold it till our 400 ka level. Actually, why? Okay, I've not put it here because I'm too much into seeing where it's go if it's going to buy from here after this liquidity, but it didn't. After this liquidity and this liquidity, I mean, it closed very good. It gave very good candles. But 400 pe, as usual, we were trying to buy. So 400 was my close. 190 pips there. But it's a easy get trade, no. I was selling from here also. This I'm still holding. Actually, this I'm still holding. This is a 1 day market structure it is. So I'm still holding that. It will be booked at a very lower level. I want to hold that. I'll book a little bit more quantity after understanding if this candle how this candle forms. So yeah, that's selling I'm doing. This selling additionally I'm doing that selling because this is very good RR, no? I mean, this is a fine RR as well, but this is a very absolutely beast RR because 50 to 60% is my stop loss. No, I'm this level pe also. After this closing, we all know from this level also we'll have that drawdown. I mean, some resistance. So it was the best selling that you could have done. Right. So that would be the best one that you could have done. Also, it didn't take this liquidity. That is the main reason that I would did that selling. It didn't take that liquidity. But the move came anyways, saying that it wanted to get some sellers here and it sold perfectly well. Okay. And market just worked it wonders. I mean, this clean move happened in just below before the stream only 9:15 pe. See 9:15 pe it happened. I don't know what triggered it, but it as the buying was clean, the selling was also clean, which will happen in the lower time frames, but higher time frames. So this is one of the first times that I'm seeing it. So that is why 400 pe we wanted to start buying, but there was no indication of it going to buy. So 1 minute, 5 minute pe also, if you see, there's no indication. This was the buying level that I marked 401, say 400. So there is no indication of buying from there, right? No buying, so that is why we didn't do that buy. Yeah. So that is why I told you to wait for confirmation. See, if if the buying is happening, even if the buying is happening, what do you understand in this market, in the bearish market, is it will give you buying a lot more times than it's giving you selling. So selling will be fast because it's a selling mode. Selling mode, the selling will be fast. The selling entries would be very low. The opportunities will be very low. But the buying, when buying is happening, it will give you a lot of opportunity to buy from because it will give you double top. It will give you market structure. See, it's here. How what is it? What is it doing? Double top. It gave double top. From here also it gave double top. Telling here is the level. Then from having a liquidity sweep here, then all this see here it's roaming around here only it will probably go up it would definitely it will probably go up but it gave this much these many entries for us so that is what you need to understand when it's a selling market you'll get a lot of entries in the buy so that is why I told you to buy again I don't know if you're seeing the telegram or not At that time, I told you when it came back, 85p we bought first initially, and we risk-freed it. It was very fast risk-free. See, we bought here 85p, 85.5, let's say 85.5p we bought. And after the first buying only, it went here. It went 94, 100 bips it went. And you could have risk free, even if you are risk free at 1 minute level, it gave you 80 bips. So here also you could have risk free, but our stop loss is 45 bips only. So which is actually very good thing because we risk free at a level which is higher than the risk free level. So that could be a very good thing for us. And then we bought again. I don't know. I told you if it came back to this level. I told you to buy again. So I think I don't know how many of you did. So I bought again. Then it still this is risk free is not this level. I risk free at this level. This free is 85.5 to 89.5, which is here. Risk free is here. That is the risk free that I did. Only 50 pips, right? 89, no 90 less 90 point. 90 point something is 45 pips is stop loss. So that is what you should understand, right? Okay. And very easy thing, man. Very easy thing. So I'm interested in this selling here, which the market structure, which it didn't follow in the buying. I'm interested to sell from there because I know it will come when it comes back to that level. It probably gets sold. Yes, it's in a bearish mode, and I think it's falling under some 60% or 50% level. I didn't check that. Let me check that. Fibonacci forecast. Yeah, see, perfectly 50% level. I mean, that we could have checked and see, ki, yeah, this is the level which you could come back from. But at the time, I was so into seeing the candles, I didn't, was not doing analysis properly. But anyway, for 85 was the best selling level we could have done. Anyway, that is the best selling level we could have done. Okay, so yeah, this 50% का level, this falling in 400.4, which is definitely the level that I'm interested in. Here, ठोक के मारो sell. And you just sell, man. From that, you definitely we need to sell. Wait, so what is it doing? It's finding a little bit support. But whatever DXY does, gold is bearish. And until here, try to book a 399 per try to book this trade, uh, which is uh, which is around 140 pips, no? 140 pips, uh, which is great pips. But this selling, which we are going to capture after the 4 hour green candle, that would be much better because we can see the 66 levels also, 66, 65 levels. So that is my what I'm most interested in. So 400 to 60 is actually more than 300 pips, so that we can capture from this level only. We could we could say I could wait till this level. I mean, we'll have a stop loss above that level, so this should be our entry. Let me take out the link thing and let me have this. Yeah, 50 pips ka will be our stop loss, not more than that. And देखो नीचे 75 will be the first take profit. 75 पे will do a pullback trade in the buying. I told you that. But from here only, I know that market will go to this 66 level. So that could be your final stop or final take profit. So see the moment. We are in this trade. Uh, we are up how much now? 85 we bought. I think it will close above this level, which is good thing. So if it comes in the live stream only, if it comes to this level at the live stream, that will be our greatest trade that we ever do on the live stream, probably. I mean, we did a very awesome trades. Live stream pay, this might be a very good trade to look out for. Okay, let's wait for the level. Let's have a No, not here. 98.5 I have alert. But less 50%. I'm interested, even if pullback is coming from 398. I don't care. I want to sell from here because which gives me a better RR and a better reward. ठीक है? Okay. ठीक है. So let's concentrate on this trade, which we are up 85 pips. Hmm, 85, 90 pips now. At 80 pips now. Okay, ठीक है. Uh, I think it will give us fine closing. Then we can actually look for this. It's not very, yes, not very far away. See, it's not very far away. In the next candle, we could reach this level. If we do, we start selling. Okay, that is as much as I can tell you. So if we see today as the analysis, we have captured a lot of pips. How many pips have we captured? Let me check my phone also. Yeah, I mean we did. And I did a lot of trades. Yeah, I did a lot of tips, but let's analyze here only because that will mess up your our trades in the conventional sense. So the trades that we did, the first trade was I don't know if you have done this liquidity cut trade, which would have been better if you have done it. Hmm. This market structure in this I gave in the Telegram group, which uh, which was 250 pips. Was this 250 pips? In the first target was here, of course. First target was here, which was around. And I told you, after seeing these many streams, you should be able to understand that level, and should have been easier for you to trade that. I really hope that it was. It's a great level and a great thing that anybody could predict. Now, this is market structure 50% color. Come on, guys. That is the best selling that any market could give you, right? Okay. And yeah, that selling actually came from that buying actually came the buying pullback it came from 405 level, which was a level where I think yeah 5 minutes if you go. Sorry guys, had a little turbulence in the network. Okay, we're back. So yeah, as I was saying, what were we talking about? Is this selling level? We're quite interested in that, but we're talking about how many pips we did today. So I'm a little confused of how many I did and how many you did because I captured around more than uh, more than 1,000 pips I captured because I'm in this selling still and this buying I'm still in this selling I did. So a lot of yeah, very good day for me. Yeah, thank you. Uh, yeah, very excellent day. But for you guys, as I told you, this selling level. This liquidity ka level, let's take that. Yeah, we were actually looking for this market structure. Maybe if we are finding some market structure here. It was not a market structure, but I think it was I think 1 minute pay or 3 minute pay. We can find a little thing. Yeah, 3 minute pay also is nothing. I think buyers were so excited at this point, 405 pay. And they started buying. Makes no sense. Okay. In selling market, it actually happens. But just from that level, but it always normally is a market structure. But okay, so this was not the market structure though. But anyway, it happened, but we were not interested in this buying at all. We were not interested in this. Whatever we interested was here, 400K level. So doesn't really matter. But this selling, which was much more interesting than everything, every trade that I did. Right. So we have a good closing actually. 15 minutes. Right? It's the best closing we could ask for if you're in a buying trade. So this selling, let's try that. Maybe there's a lot of possibilities that could happen. So it could consolidate a little bit here, then it could go to here, 60% level, and fall from there. So that could also be possibility after taking liquidity, what is currently in trending. So a little bit consolidation, then uh, a liquidity sweep move, then coming down. So I think that could be possible also. We'll see. Mm, in the morning, forming which is forming in the early morning, na, that is the problem. Not it forming in the early mornings is quite the problem. If it's not there, I would have really been doing something else. Okay, because I also didn't capture it. I mean, I was selling. I sold it after this level, but my limit order, which I placed for this. So, moto we captured this one. Limit order I placed 30 40 pips ka some vessel I have. So this was 130 pips. 130 pips. Yesterday, as of yesterday, we were doing around 650 pips, no? Yes, 650 pips as of yesterday. So today, 130 pips this trade, this buying cut trade that we did, and this selling cut trade we did 150 pips on and reverse. Right, till here at least 150 pips. That's around 280 pips combined. And this selling you should have done, as I told you, it's a very fast selling. Uh, any other selling level I could have given that, I don't know. I couldn't have given you. And I think this level breached, so we didn't do it there. But 85 pip we bought. So don't think we did any trades between this. I hope you didn't as well because there was no confirmation. If you see in a 5 minute level, see it was a very clean move until here, until 85 ka level. Until 85 ka level, it was a clean move. Then we have a buying here and we risk freed it here. And yeah, it gave us a drawdown. Almost took our stop loss, which was 50 pips, 45 pips we kept. Almost took it out, but I told you to buy again, which was why did I tell you? Because this could be a trade which which could give us two entries, and buying is, as I told you, is very slow. It could give you a lot of entries. So 4 hour green candle also should be formed. So on that, it has already fell 500 pips, so it has no reason to go any further down. So all these things considering that I told you to buy again. So that is why I told you to buy twice. Right. So that is how trading works also in understanding the nature at that current moment. Okay. So yeah, so overall 280 pips plus we are currently running at 75 pips. So 280 plus let's see 80 running pair. But if let's say if we hit the test TP, which is 399 as I told you, 398 or something, 120 pips रखता है. Because 130 pips we already did today as a lucky number maybe. 130 pips रखते हैं. तो 280 plus 130 is 380 and 410. Amazing. 410 pips captured if this trade works out. Okay. Very amazing then. No? Let's see. Let's hope this trade works out. And also we can enter that selling 50% cut. If we can do both of them, that will be something else. Right. So considering that, considering 410 pips, let's not consider that also. Let's consider we did only 280 pips. Considering this trade went risk free. Let's say it closed somehow. It won't do that, but let's say if it did, so 280 pips, so around 300 pips, which is making this week actually closer to a thousand pip a week. So 680 plus 280 is actually 960, right? So 960, only 40 pips away from it. So if you actually book this trade, na, it's actually a thousand pip trade, a thousand pip week for you. Okay? And I know this will be a good trade. It's will be a good trade. You can at least capture 100 pips if you are if you wanna get away and sleep and take a week off or something. You can do that. Actually, you've done your target today. By today, it has 1,000 pips level, 1,000 pip target which we had. We certainly breached that. I mean, breach. I'm saying sorry. We certainly hit that. Okay, very absolutely very good week. Whichever 3 days we had. So tomorrow we also will have a lot of volatility. So let's try to make this a 1,500 and 2,000 pips per day, week if possible, right? 2,000 pips per week we used to have in April, I think, right? When the market was very volatile and the trades was very good. The volatility was very good. More volume was there. So that in those markets we were making 1,000 pips, 3,000 pips in a week. Whichever trade we were making 500 to 600 pips a trade. So those were they were those times also. We can get those times, and whatever the selling happens will happen fast, as I told you. So let's try to capture that as well. Okay. And with that, let's end this session, or should we wait for this? Because seems like it will come to that level. Maybe today, may not be today, but by the time it will be very late. If it does, let have limit orders placed. Limit orders placed. So yeah, I think that's the best level we could sell from. 50% का level Fibonacci पे and higher time frames पे. Higher time frames I didn't see where is that level coming to. Let's check that. This is actually 50% पे 50% का level. ठीक है. This level. Let me take it to higher one. Okay. So 410 is coming out to be our selling level. ठीक है. Hmm, 410. Hmm, interesting, interesting. Let's see. 410 could be, I think, better selling. But if it comes to that level, we'll have tested that order block on our pair. Yeah, it should be good. Okay, let's see. I mean, if that's the case, let's do a scalp here, 400 pay. Scalp, which could be very big, which could actually, be more than 100 pips. 100 pips ka scalp we could do. I think let's keep that in mind. Okay. Okay. I mean, 410 ka. Let's see. But uh, nevertheless, do the selling, this selling, which is 50 pips ka stops and yeah, this selling. we'll be risk free and we'll see if we are right about this or not. Okay, because I'm thinking of the momentum and I'm thinking the momentum is very high, so it won't give the buyers that chance. I mean, sellers that chance to come to these levels, the 410K levels. But that is definitely a good level if that reaches. So we'll have two levels marked here. Okay. Let me take this out. 60% where is it coming? 50 is here, 60 is here. Don't worry about 60. I don't think it will happen, but the stop loss would be at 60, which is our strategy. Okay. 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 So the analysis I told you, keep that analysis in mind. And yeah, with that, we end this session. We are here today. Uh, we are about to make it 1,000 big week. Let's hope and try to make a 1,500 ka week. Last week, we missed it by just a little bit. We did around 1,300, 1,350 bips. Just missed it. But this week, I think we'll probably able to do this because there's a lot more volatility than last week. So I think we can probably do this. Okay. Take care. Bye bye. Until next time. Stay disciplined. Trade with Maze. Uh, Subscribe to our channel. Subscribe to the Telegram channel where I post, where our team posts updates every time we have. I mean, they'll tell you, will tell you what way to risk free, way to enter. If you want to buy again, as I told you just now, I was typing it in, see buy again at that point because that's the best buy that you can get in the market. And as much as you are in the quantity, you're already risk free at the first one. Second one, we could also be risk free. So I keep these things in mind, and I give you that second buying option. Right. Yeah. Great session. Great day. Uh, let's hope these kind of days happen to us. I mean, I personally am doing a lot of pips. I mean, I'm doing 1,000 pips today itself. So you could be doing that. It's not very difficult, right? So you just have to have the confidence is right and your strategy is right, and you could actually do this. This is very easy. I mean, a little difficult if your mentality is or psychology is a little bit off, but normally you should be able to do this. Okay, so with that, we end today's session. Bye bye. Take care. Good night. Until tomorrow, where we have high volatility with news and all. Yeah, tomorrow will be high volatility day. Okay. Bye bye. So remember this. Put limit orders, or if you're awake, you can sell here and try to book this above this candle, which doesn't have a wick. Try to book above this because there's a possibility that it could from here only uh, go here only start selling. So that is quite possible. But the higher selling is this only, which will happen. But for us to be safe, so we can just uh, sell from here only. Okay. Okay. Bye bye. Take care. As you can see, bullish momentum is kicking in still there. We are currently up 80 pips. If you want to book this trade, fine. I certainly don't recommend it. We are risk-free twice. We are entered with a double quantity. So I think, yeah, we should be able to look till this, which is around 130 pips. Take a 130 pips cut trade. Easy trade. Okay. Bye bye. Take care. I'll update you in Telegram.